Chat. I am here. I am alive. Oh, wait, that Porterishere. I did not mean to do that, but it works out. Okay, low-key, my gamer tag is low-key perfect for shit like that. Okay, I rearranged my room a little bit. So, we're not on my bed anymore. Also, my legs are on fire, and so are my arms, because I went to the gym earlier. I also put food in the oven, so I got 18 minutes until I gotta go down and get it out. But so, how many assignments do I have left to do? This is typically I average like barely one assignment a week, not including like submitting my timesheet for my job. But this month, this is my last month here. This is my last full month here. So far for this month alone, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 assignments, and one due next month on the 1st. So I'm counting that in this month. So I have 8 assignments due. I only have 4 left, so I'm at least halfway done, but still. Since it's also coming close to the end of the semester, this is how many events that I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 events. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 events fully. I already, like 5 of them already happened. Gotta run now. Have a good stream. Okay, thank you for stopping in. I will talk to you later. But I still want your help on the presentation. Okay, I will help you. As long as I'm not doing homework, because I've had a lot lately, and my internship is getting cranked up to full gear. But I will help you. It's today. Oh, what did I do yesterday? I do highlights of the day, and I forgot to do them yesterday and the day before yesterday. I swear I think I just stayed in bed all day yesterday. Oh no, I worked on my internship. I made advertisements. I was in my element. I was editing videos. Because now it's my job to edit videos and not just make shitty, like, 3-minute YouTube videos. That is now, for some reason, all of them have been turning into, like, 14 minutes. Videos. Oh my god, chat. Also, I re-downloaded Wattpad, not for the reasons that you think. I re-downloaded it because me and my boyfriend will video call each other, during, like, his afternoon, evening, while it's, like, 11 p.m. here, and I'll just read him fanfictions. Just random ones that I find from different fandoms. Like, each night is a different fandom. You know, I just read it out loud to him, and, like, it's funny. It's fun. It helped me with speaking out loud and reading out loud. Because, chat, y'all know I read all the time. I have an entire thing on my Instagram just for books. However, I suck at reading out loud. The joys of dyslexia. So, but also, when was the last time I streamed? My last stream. Oh my god, it was the Water Parks concert. That was the last time I streamed it, wasn't it? Well, yeah, if you haven't been keeping up with my Instagram, which you should, because that's, like, the main thing that I've been using lately for like content creation. Like, yeah, I'm still using TikTok, but there's less posts on TikTok than there are Instagram, and Instagram gets more frequent updates. Speaking of which, 2 hours ago, Instagram post, y'all should go like it. It's the 5 Seconds of Summer concert. Y'all should go like it. I also started posting reels on Instagram, so those have been getting a lot of likes. I'm a little scared, and I think I should continue to do that. And holy shit. But I finished Epic Me. Oh, that's fun. I didn't realize that. Okay. But I finally finished Epic Mickey, and I didn't get nightmares. I was stressed as hell though for the final battle, for like the final fight. That was very stressful. So, but I was able to do it pretty much in like one sitting and on one try. Except for like running up the tower thing. The last tower that I had to climb up, that one was hard. I kept on falling, so I had to just repeat the climbing up the tower part. But besides that, like the actual like boss fight, I was able to do all of those. Except for the first one. My first run through of the final battle, I got distracted and I fell off the edge of the map. So I had to redo that one. But after that fuck up, I locked in and I completed it. Also, I forgot to play music. Also, I want my fucking dinner to be done. I got 10 minutes left. I'm so hungry. I'm also only eating, although it's just bread. That's my dinner. My dinner is bread. It's in the oven right now. It's garlic bread. I don't feel like making anything else. It's a Sunday. I really don't want to have to clean up anything. You know, chat? We should watch The Amazing Digital Circus trailer together. I think that'll be fun. That'll be very fun. Amazing Digital Circus. Spell the word Amazing Digital Circus. Trailer. Okay. Ooh, I didn't go in a Discord call. My bad. Forgot about that. Boom. Okay. Okie dokie. Why am I getting a Zoom notification that notes is available? Is Zoom running in the background of my laptop? Holy shit, it fucking is. Exit. I don't want you open. So why is Copilot running? Quit Copilot. Fuck Copilot. Okay. That was weird. Oh my god. Screen. Oh, I forgot to turn my camera off on this. Okay. Let's go to YouTube. Let's get the screen up. And now it's just gonna be this. Okay, chat. I did watch this already. However, holy shit, my glasses. However, I don't know why, but when I watched it, I wasn't really interested in watching it at the time that it came out because I'm like, a lot of people are talking about spoilers, and I'm like, ooh. I kind of want to go into this last episode completely blind, but also, where's the fun in that? And I just made my vision even worse. I just made my stigmatism so much worse. I'm just gonna watch this without my glasses on because this light. Okay. Let's watch. Oh shit, I forgot Kane's dead.
Are you sure? That means...
Please, just now? We have nothing.
I don't know what's...
Chat, can you hear? I hope you can hear. I'm also gonna get the stream up on my phone so I can read chat.
What's gonna happen?
Okay, audio sounds good. Garlic bread is a good, not gonna lie. Yeah, but also it's all I'm eating for dinner. Like, that's all I'm making right now. I'm way too lazy to make anything else. I'm too lazy to make pasta right now. I have 7 minutes till I get it out of the oven, and I'm very excited.
What do we do now?
I really wanted to help.
What does Pomni mean by that? Is she gonna
Jax?
blame herself? Is she gonna blame herself that the search is like this now?
Ever done something that you regret?
Ragatha is the reason why I almost said Zubul, why Ribbit extracted. I'm assuming. And I'm assuming that Jax blamed himself. And Ragatha was too much with guilt that she's like, no, it was actually my fault, and never told Jax that it was actually her fault. That is my theory. That's the entire thing? Chat, do we go frame by frame with this? Even though most of it was just... Every time that they do, like, for the first time ever, I just think of Kane doing and for the first time ever, where's Zubul? Holy shit, I actually do need my glasses. I'm gonna move my light to my screen. That's worse. That's not gonna stay. That's not staying. Whatever. Okay. I guess the light's right there now.
Are you sure?
Holy shit.
That means...
Most of this trailer is just black screen. It's just a black screen.
Are you sure?
That means...
Okay, that's the end of the last episode where they said that he killed Kane. Okay, well, I tried to get to the scene before that, but, okay, so Ragatha's upset. Pomni is holding her hand out for her. Zubul and Gangle were also together. Okay, now Pomni's alone. Fuck, I just disconnected my bracelet. Okay, I got 4 minutes until my dinner's done. So hungry. Chat, can you tell that I'm hungry? Also based off of the title of the stream. Okay. Pomni's just standing there alone.
Please,
Jax has numbed everything.
just now we have nothing.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Is that really Pomni's voice? That sounded like Gangle.
Now we have nothing.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh no, that is Pomni's voice. Okay, Jax looks worried. Kinger's being Kinger. Those three are just staring down. He's staring up at someone. Is he in the cellar? Is he gonna go down to the cellar to see if, like, Ribbit is still abstracted, like everyone else is abstracted still? Or, like, to check to make sure that they're still there?
What do we do now?
Okay, Ragatha looks like she hasn't slept in days.
I really wanted to help.
I
Jax?
swear, someone is going to abstract. And I feel like that they're hinting that it's gonna be Jax, but I also feel like that
Ever
this trailer
done
is
something
hinting
that you
that it's gonna
regret?
be Pomni. That'd be funny as fuck if they made the main character abstract. That would be funny. Because also, Jax and Pomni, Gooseworks has said they're the main two characters. And what Gooseworks says, that's what it is. So, I got 2 minutes and 30 seconds before my dinner's done. I'm very excited. I'm so hungry. I just want my garlic bread. I just want my garlic bread. Oh my god. Oh, my tooth hurts. Anyways. Ooh, I want to look up. I know there's a game that I've been following for a little bit. And I'm very excited for it to come out. When is the release date? I think it's coming out sometime this year. Not this year. I think it's this year that's coming out. I don't know when the release date is. I don't remember. Okay, beta test is April 22nd. Okay, so the beta test is April 22nd. I wish I could be part of the beta test, but I'm not running a single game besides any of the Papa Pizzeria games on this laptop because I am not trying to fry this thing when I have finals coming up and need my notes and do my assignments on my laptop. So I'm gonna assume that's gonna release if by the earliest like the end of the year. Oh, playtest times and dates. Servers will go up 2 p.m. Pacific time on April 22nd. They remain online for exactly 2 weeks, and the beta will end at 2 p.m. Pacific, May 16th. Okay. Oh, maybe I could be part of the beta. Maybe I can't. I don't know. But I'm very excited for the game. I never know how to pronounce it. It's Loftia, Lofia, something like that. I think. My dinner's done. Chat, I will be right back. I'm back. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Ah, ah. This is my entire dinner. Ooh. It is low-key very hot, and now it is in 2 pieces. Actually, that fits on my plate a lot better now. Oh yeah, this is hot. Oh well. I'm so hungry, I do not care. Come to my laptop. I'm in heaven. This is what heaven feels like. Don't let people fool you. eating a full loaf of garlic bread will take you to heaven. Also, I think it was yesterday, one of my professors posted our assignment, and it is 1,500 to 2,000 words, and and guess what's included in that, or excluded from that word count? Any quote in our works cited page, but that works cited is typically always excluded, but quotes are excluded. And I have to use at least 5. So this is also for my fashion discourse and discussion class. So the assignment, we have to pick one garment, whether it's something that we own, a family member owns, or it's in a museum. And we have to do a full analysis on the item. So the garment that I'm picking is my 5 Seconds of Summer concert t-shirt. I was talking to my professor earlier and I got the okay to use that shirt. So the ways how I have to, do the analysis for this is, one, sorry, I got a notification from my fraternity. One, an introduction setting out the value of material culture analysis, why it is useful approach, and what it can tell us about a culture and its values. 2, why material culture studies are particularly useful to understand and read fashion. 3, a brief objective description of the garment, material, cut, production, alterations, etc. 4, contextualize your garment, when it was made, for what market, was it fashionable or not, what age group it was for, size, etc. Think of whom would have bought it / it was aimed at. Oh, that is actually kind of perfect for a concert t-shirt. 5, last one. This is where you deep dive into your own lens and perspectives. Okay. We also have to speak about a specific garment and not just a generic thing like, oh, Converse. No, you have to pick a certain, pair. So, if I was home, I could pick between my platform Converse, my high top Converse, or my normal Converse. It can't just be the brand. Or, oh yeah, Levi jeans. No, it has to be, a certain type of Levi jeans. I am looking forward to this assignment. However, I am a little worried for. Oh, my laptop's dying. I need to get the charger. Okay, I got my charger. Whoops. Yep. I think the main thing that I'm worried about with this assignment is the word blank And how the hell I'm going to write that much about a concert t-shirt. But also, we talk about fandom a little bit within this class, and my professor told me to discuss stuff about fandom too with the garment. So, hopefully, this should be pretty easy. I hope. One of my other assignments that I already finished, for another class, it's my visual culture class, and we had two options of what we could write about. I don't remember what the first one was. I think the first one was something about like going to a museum and doing like an analysis on something there. But the other one was about like collecting and having collections and why people collect things. So that's what I did mine on. I did mine about collecting, and I picked a quote from the slideshow. And I just wrote about my monster can collection, how it started, why it started, and what it has evolved into. Considering that now I'm a content creator, I do taste tests with Monster energy drinks. And now I have a partnership with Dubby. So, if you guys want 10% off of an energy drink, it's like Gamer Subs and G Fuel, how it's a powder that you put in a shaker with water. So, if you use the code Porterishere, you get 10% off. So, I also talked about that in the assignment. So, I also talked about how the cans hang from my ceiling in my parents' house. However, my parents took all of them down and brought them to a bottle and can return, and was surprised that they took all of them. Because a lot of them have gotten crushed. They have holes in them because I took the tabs off of a bunch of them. So when I hung them from the ceiling, I just poked 2 holes on the side of the can and then just hooked a string of thread through it. So my parents also took down all of my posters. They took down my manga wall. My mom's not too happy about me with that one. Because if you guys remember what my manga wall looked like, it was like the entire side of my wall where my bed is, plus going behind my TV on the other wall. It was big. That thing was big. And I also mentioned my monster crown, the sword and the gun that I made out of monster cans. What else have I glued my monster cans to? Oh, I made like little tea lights with them. I should make one of my monster cans into a candle. But since my parents got rid of all of my energy drink cans, now I need to restart my collection. So, not too fond about that. But now it just gives me an excuse to buy more monsters. So, lucky me. I also mentioned the assignment that I've had to restart my entire collection before because I needed money. So I just brought up like the box that I had all the monster cans in, and I just brought those to Battle Can Return, just restarted the collection. I also mentioned being in the UK and finding the flavors that you can't get in America, and how those ones, to me at least, and like to my friends who also collect monster cans, those are rare cans because we don't have access to them in America. So it's me like one upping their collections and like bragging rights. So speaking of monster cans, I just finished my Aussie style lemonade Monster Energy. That one is available in America though. But downstairs I have a 4 pack of the Lando Norris one. I have the Doctor. It's a motorcyclist racer. Rozzy. It's his flavor. And I also have Bad Apple, which is basically just apple juice. And I really don't think that's in America. If it is in America now, then it's just a new flavor in general, and it came out when I came here. Because I have not seen that flavor in America at all. That's one of my favorite flavors. So if it's in America, I'm not in America right now, so don't yell at me. But I wonder if Canada has their own flavors. During the summer, I should go up to Canada and see if they have flavors of energy drinks that are not in the States. This is really good. I got 3 more pieces left of this entire loaf. I can't believe I'm about to eat an entire thing of bread. This just reminds me of going to like Spaghetti Warehouse or Red Lobster or Texas Roadhouse. Oh, I miss Texas Roadhouse. And just filling up on rolls and bread. Even though I ordered a steak. And barely eating my steak. I have trained myself for this. I remember my dad took me to Texas Roadhouse during my freshman year in college. And the food in the dining hall my freshman year was so shit that I would get like a plate of pasta and I could barely finish it because of I couldn't stand the taste of it anymore. So like half of my plate would get thrown out. So then I just started getting less and less food on my plate, and every single time I would eat it, half of it would be thrown out. So I got so used to eating very little and not eating as frequently as I did in high school, living with my parents. So when me and my dad went out to Texas Roadhouse, I barely ate 2/3 of my steak before feeling I was gonna throw up. And I only had like 3 rolls. Because before this, I have trained myself to eat as many rolls as I possibly can and half of my food at Texas Roadhouse. I can't do that anymore. Trying to convince one of my friends to join the stream. Also, why am I getting Discord notifications? I'm trying to think, what else have I what have I been up to lately? Um, I've been working and doing homework. I already told you guys about the 5 Seconds of Summer concert. I dyed my hair on stream with you guys for the water parks concert. Um, I got that. Oh, I forgot I'm about one little thick. For some reason, to switch to my Porterishere TikTok, it's the name of my email and not the name of my account. Because my account's made fucky. Swear if my fucking account got hacked, I'm gonna be pissed. Bro, I was taking so long to log into it. But a few weeks ago, I was just scrolling on TikTok and I saw a fan edit of me. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna look at the account. I knew that this account already existed. I've seen a few of the edits before when, like, around the time that they started making it. Also, shortly after, like, I saw a fan edit of me once. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I just kept scrolling. Fuck. And then my friends started texting me, freaking out. They're like, holy shit. There's a fan account of you. I hope you know this. Like, they are terrible spell. Like, they are making edits of you. They were all freaking out. Like, you actually made it to this step of slight fame. You have someone making edits of you. Like, yeah, I saw one of them. What, do they have more? And yeah, there was like 7 more edits. So, I am a little surprised that they don't tag me in any of them. But I think they were not expecting them to show up my For You page. Even though they use the hashtag Porterishere, and that's also that's a hashtag that I made on TikTok. So, but I noticed the view count on some of the videos. They average around like 300 views. Why? The fuck are you guys doing? Why are you all watching these? I'm not mad about that there's a fan account and fan edits, but why are there that many views? There's not even that many people in my Discord server. Hell, there's never like more than like 2 people active in my chat. So where the fuck are all of you guys who are watching these edits and liking them? Also, when I first saw the view count, I really thought for a second that the view count, I thought it was bigger than my view count for a second before I looked at my account. No, I average around 100, not 100. I average around like 1,000 views per video, 800 if it doesn't do that well. But I got scared that the fan account was getting more views than I was. That is when I would have a problem if the fan edits start getting more views than I do. I mean, it is funny watching these. It's fun. Me and my friends will send me some of the edits too. Also, one of my friends found an account on Instagram. There's a fan account on Instagram of me too. I don't know how long ago this one was made. Because now I don't know which one was made first. I also don't know if they're run by the same person. Because they're 2 different usernames. So it's either one person, which is 2 different accounts with 2 different names, or it's 2 different people on 2 different apps. So, also on my YouTube videos, there's another person that's like Porter's fan, or like Porterishere fan. So either there's 3 different fan accounts on 3 different apps by 3 different people, or it's like all one person running all of these with different usernames. Or why the fuck is TikTok just not wanting to work right now? Like my actual account, TikTok is just not wanting to work right now. That's pissing me off a little bit. I just want to switch into my professional account. Is that too much to ask for? Apparently it is, because TikTok is being a bitch. But yeah. Love how I'm like, I text my friend, you should join my stream. You're streaming right now? No, I just texted him, you should join my stream. You're streaming RN? Question mark? Yeah. Whole conversation. Oh, my fucking nose! This is the only thing that I don't like about eating hot food. Especially like when it's... No, it doesn't really change depending on the weather outside. Whenever I eat like hot food, it always makes my nose runny and stuffy. Like if I'm eating ramen, my nose is going to run. And it pisses me off. I don't know why the hell eating garlic bread is making my nose runny. That pisses me off quite a bit actually. Quite a bit. Oh my god, chat. I've been playing Just Dance almost every single night. On my Switch before I go to bed, and then by the time that I'm done, I'm drenched in sweat. I'm like, I'm not getting in my bed covered in sweat. And I figured out how to take an ice bath here. I just fill up my bathtub with cold ass water, and I just sit in there. Sometimes I'm in there for like not even a minute. Other times I'm in there for like 5 minutes just enjoying the cold. But I also figured out how to make the water even colder. And yeah, I'm in there for less than a minute now because it's just too damn cold. Um, also, I can't get my Switch onto like a bigger screen, so I didn't bring the dock or anything. I didn't have room in any of my luggage to bring it here. So I only do the songs that I have played before in the past because I know the moves for them. I'm looking at the tiny little screen propped up against my bed on my laptop while I'm just standing in front of it at night trying to see what's happening. And then once I finish all of those, I go to YouTube and I do my favorite ones. So I play every single one that I've done on the Switch, and then I go to YouTube and I do Hit Me Baby One More Time. Then I do Best Song Ever, because I fucking hate the choreo for that one. I hate that one so much with a passion. But also, it's One Direction. I'm gonna do it anyways, because me and my friends were obsessed with doing every single One Direction song on Just Dance for the longest time. Those were literally the only ones that we would ever do. So then I would go into Kiss You. That one, parts of the choreo pisses me off. I slightly enjoy the choreo for that one. What's the other one? Then we do What Makes You Beautiful. Then I do What Makes You Beautiful. That one, me and my friends would memorize that shit. Anytime we would play that song, we would do the Just Dance choreo. Then I would do No Control, and again, that one, me and my friends did that religiously. We did No Control more than What Makes You Beautiful. We also do the choreo for that Just Dance anytime we listen to the song. Holy shit, I can feel my breath smelling like garlic. And then I finish it off with She Looks So Perfect by 5 Seconds Summer. And then I take my cold bath, covered in sweat. So, that is my night workout every single night. Sometimes I will also do an ab workout. But it really depends on how tired, how sweaty, and how late at night it is. But typically I'll go in the bathroom, and as the bathtub is filling up with cold water, I'll do my ab workout on the floor in the bathroom. So that way I'm not cooled down getting into a cold bathtub. I don't like it when my breath tastes like garlic when there's no garlic there. Okay. This is fun. I'm having fun. What is that? What is that referencing? I know that's referencing something. That is my old vocal stim from Technoblade. I'm having fun. I dropped out of college for this. While he's playing Minecraft. Now I'm sad. God damn it. Okay. Well, also when I went to the gym today, I changed up my routine a bit. Because I mainly wanted to focus on my arms today, so I didn't really do much of legs, but there was a girl on the treadmill when I walked in there, and there's only 2 treadmills, a bike, and a Stairmaster, and I felt weird if I just immediately walked in and went straight to the treadmill next to her. So I went on the Stairmaster. Chat, if you remember anything about my past streams and some of my YouTube videos, I'm sure I've said it in a few of them. I'm deathly afraid of escalators. I'm not joking. This is not satire. I am genuinely terrified of them. I hate them with a passion. Um, so I was only on there for 3 minutes. Typically, my warm up is I go on the treadmill for 5 minutes, and as I'm on the treadmill, I stretch my arms. Yeah, that didn't happen because I was on the Stairmaster, and I was too scared on the fact that I was on the Stairmaster that I didn't stretch out my arms. So, and also it was the Stairmaster, so I got tired and um it took more out of me doing the Stairmaster and then the treadmill because obviously. So I had to cut that into so I did like 2/3 of that one. And then I started doing my arms before stretching. And then halfway through I stretched like a dumbass. So I'm probably gonna be sore tomorrow. And I mainly worked on my arms, but I did a few squats, so I did a little bit of legs, but I didn't do a lot. I probably should have done some abs, but oh well. I really wanted to work on my arms, considering I've been working on my abs like almost every night. Also, one thing that nobody told me when I actually started like going to the gym religiously sophomore year, because I started focusing on my arms sophomore year and going to the gym almost every day, especially junior year. Okay, sophomore year I went like at least once a week. Junior year, I went like 2 days a week, maybe 3. Plus, I also had marching band, so I was working out every fucking day, and I was mainly focusing on my arms. Starting junior year. Sophomore year, I was mainly focused on like my legs, considering I was walking everywhere. I was like, do some leg stuff at the gym, so I am less tired walking to class. So, one thing nobody told me is that if you have a feminine body and you start focusing on working out your arms, your shoulders and your chest will get bigger. Meaning, none of my bras fit me anymore because of how big my shoulders got. That was a fun revelation. I hated that revelation. So now, it's hard as hell to find one that fits me that is not like hella fucking tight um on my shoulders. So yay. I wish someone told me that shit. What else have I been doing for workouts? I'm forgetting everything about my workouts now. Okay, I have a meeting tomorrow at 12:30. Yay. Okay. So earlier in the semester, I bought 3 notebooks because I needed notebooks. I was like, oh, this looks cute. I'm gonna buy this. Oh, my light died. Oh well. I'm gonna buy this one and this in 2 other colors because these were also the cheapest ones. They were on sale. What I didn't realize is what it said. This says routine, wellness journal, reflections. It's not a plain notebook. So when I opened them and I saw this shit, I realized I can't take my school notes in these. And then I recently started actually using this, and I constantly forget to use it. So half my workouts are not in here. Most of the time, it starts, and then the week is over. Like this was either last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. This was a few weeks ago, and this is when I was like actually trying. Yeah, I constantly forget that this exists. But since we're here, we're going to fill it out, and I'm gonna hope and pray that I don't tip the chair. Thank God. Okay. Phew. As this thing tries to fall out of my lap. That's fun. Okay. So my main goal this week is I'm just gonna put arms. So I've not worked on my arms in like forever. 3 times this week. The gym. Sunday. I went to the gym. Yay. But right now, I am done. I should probably continue to keep track of what I've also been eating. I had a bagel because I woke up at fucking 1 p.m. because for some reason I've been going to bed at 5 a.m. every night. I'm not trying to. Insomnia sucks. I've been going to bed when the sun has been coming up. I feel like a fucking vampire, and I don't like it. And garlic bread. I am so happy that someone put garlic bread in chat because I don't know how to spell garlic. And I spelled it wrong before I even looked at it. That's fun. Okay. I'm just gonna put my monster. I've also, since final assignments are coming up, I don't have any final exams, thank God, but final assignments are coming up. And my internship has been, like, ramping up. So, lately what's been happening is every morning whenever I go to school, if I have school, if I have class, I'll bring a monster with me. So typically I only drink like 2 monsters a week because I only have classes on 2 days a week. But I have just been getting so tired by the time that I come home from class, especially on Wednesdays when I go to the gym, because those are typically my gym days. And I come back and I'm just super fucking tired. And I'm like, great, now I have to do homework. Because Wednesdays are also my homework days. Because I only have one class that day in the morning, and then I'm free for the rest of the day after like 11:30. No, at noon I'm free for the rest of the day. So I go home and I go to the gym for like an hour, and then I'm exhausted and I'm tired. So I started drinking a second energy drink on those days so I can stay awake and do my homework and study. Tuesdays and Thursdays I also started drinking energy drinks to keep me awake while I do my internship and I work and while I study. So I bought 9 energy drinks for this week. Last week, if you thought last week was bad, because I did post what my pantry looked like with my energy drinks. Yeah, I drank the last one of those yesterday. Because I think last week I drank one Monster a day. But I think 2 of those days I drank 2. Because I had a few Monsters, and then I got some Red Bulls too that week, and I had 2 Monsters left over from the week before. So it was a restock plus leftovers that week. This week it's just full restock of my energy drinks. So, was that notification? Oh. Oh my god, I really thought I just got a notification that said duplicity. And I got so fucking concerned of why I got a Discord message that said duplicity. No, I'm just fucking dyslexic. That word was not even close to duplicity. And if you know what that means, if you know what I am referencing with that, good for you. I will pray for you. I will add you when I pray for my own sanity. And also, no, I did not fucking read it. My friends did, and they told me about it. I will never read that shit. Actually, no, me and my boyfriend might read it one night. Okay, if he pisses me off that badly, I will read him that one. But yeah. Also, me and him were in a call yesterday for like 3 hours. That's like the longest that we've had a phone call recently because we've just been calling before like going to bed, before I go to bed. And I told him about it was like 3 hours of me cutting up a watermelon and eating it, and me just telling him about all of the fics that I've read lately and how much they either pissed me off or how much I actually enjoyed the storyline and that I wish it wasn't fan fiction and that it was an actual book. So, and no, I will not say what fandom I am reading from and what I am reading, because I'm not gonna do that to myself. So, chat, don't say a fucking word about this. But, there'll be other shit for me to talk about. I am going to Paris soon. I'm excited for that. I'm only going for like less than a day. I'm flying in there in like the afternoon, then I'm flying out a little bit later. So I'm only there for a few hours. I'm excited though. Let's see what I'm doing next week. I have a meeting next week. That's all I got planned for next week. I am excited though. I'm going to a rugby match. I get to make my dad jealous because he does enjoy watching rugby. Fuck, my bracelet came off again. I fidget with this bracelet way too much. I love unclasping, clasping it back up, and I know I'm probably gonna break it. I also know that because of me unclasping and reclasping it, it falls off a lot of times when I fidget with it, and I need to stop. But my dad does enjoy watching rugby. He mainly watches it when like nothing else is on, and he doesn't want to watch tennis because tennis is always on. But I like watching tennis, so he will. If I'm watching tennis in his man cave, um, he will turn it off and put on Ultimate Frisbee or Dodgeball. I'm not joking. He has forced me to watch Dodgeball because he didn't want to watch tennis. And I wanted to watch tennis, and I was not happy about it because I wanted to watch tennis. So, fuck you. Not you, chat. That's towards my dad. He's probably watching. But, I'm excited for the rugby match. One of my friends back on main campus, he plays rugby for our school's team. But so I'm excited to see my first ever in-person rugby match. I'm very excited. Um, and then the day after that, I'm dragging my one of my friends to Silverstone Racetrack to watch the British GP. I'm very excited. We're going on on the last race day for the championship, and there's multiple different races that are going to be happening that day. So we're not going to be there for like 3 hours watching one race. We're there for the entire day. I think we're leaving central London around like 7 a.m. to get to the track. And then we're not going to be back until like 7 p.m. So I'm very excited. I know it. I wish it was Formula One. I wish I could go see Formula One. That would be really cool. I'm a little sad that I can't see it F1 at Silverstone. However, it's still Silverstone and it's still racing, and I'm so excited. And this is also my dad's favorite F1 track. So I don't remember if I don't think I actually made it into a video because I recorded parts of me making a like small little rug for my dad of the racetrack. So I bought like one of the make your own rugs on Amazon, and then I just bought my own colored yarn and I just re-sketched over top of the pattern the racetrack, and then I did add like parts of water on it because I didn't have enough green yarn, and my mom every time my mom ordered green yarn, the first set came in pretty soon. The second set that kept on getting delayed and pushed further and further back. So it wouldn't be able to be finished for Father's Day. So she just bought a different color, and it really bothers me that there's two different colors. But oh well. I also added gray patches for like the grandstands and the seatings. And then I also did a white outline around the track. So I made him a rug, and I did record parts of me making it. And so making that was honestly a little stressful cuz I would do it for hours on end. I would just lock myself in my room. I locked myself in the studio and I would just be making this. And one point around the time that like I started it, my dad walked in as I was doing it. And I'm like, "Oh, I hope he doesn't know. I hope he doesn't recognize the pattern that is sketched onto this because I started doing the grass. So the track was just an outline. I didn't start doing the track yet. I was mainly focused on getting like the border at least. And like I was trying to hide it, and like anytime I would leave the room, I would stuff it into a bag. I would stuff everything in the bag, the yarn, the needle, everything, and I would just throw it in a cubby and then throw stuff over top of it in the cubby and then just throw it in the bookshelf. So when he wasn't home though, I would leave the room and I would do it in the living room watching TV because I did not want to lock myself in that studio for hours on end, both streaming, sleeping, and working on that. Because for some reason, every time that I go home to my parents' house, I don't sleep in my bedroom. I sleep in my guest bedroom, which is my studio. That is where my PC setup is. So, I don't know why I sleep in there. I just do. It's not like I'm up till like 5 a.m. playing video games in there. So I turn over to the bed and just sleep there. No, I make the conscious decision at like 10 p.m. that I'm sleeping in there. Honestly, can't remember the last time I actually slept in my own bed. But also, my actual bedroom, that's where all like my boxes and my bins are from living in dorms. So, Discord servers are blowing up. Ugh. But yeah. Gotta be other things to talk about. Oh my god. Can Chrome please work? There we go. Thank you. Why do I have 22 notifications on YouTube? Okay, it's literally just people uploading. Got it. Also, chat. Since I'll be home soon, I have one more YouTube video that's coming out before I go back to make. How the hell does my peak or die again video have 114 views? What the fuck? Which video has the most views? Okay. My Kingdom Hearts theory video has the most views. Then it's me using my school's sim racing equipment. Okay. Why the fuck is that the second most viewed video on my channel? And then it's the peak video. No, it's my first peak video. It's not even the newer one. Then it's my grad party video. Then it's the other peak video. Holy shit. Okay, me dyeing my hair, that's also up there. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. But I got one more video that's coming out while I'm here. It's gonna come out on the 27th, like usual. I think it is still, yeah, it's still 3:15 p.m. Eastern. So for me, it's not gonna be uploaded until 9:15 or 8:15 p.m. But it's another Guilty as Sock video. And then since I'll be home in May, that means I go back to my YouTube making grind, and I continue to make my own YouTube videos again. I say that like I didn't make all the videos that I've been posting. Yeah, during the summer, I pretty much had nothing to do. There's literally nothing for me to do because I could not get a job. That was fun. So I would literally just be in my house. So I just made a bunch of YouTube videos knowing that I was going to be abroad. So I made a shit ton of videos for part of the fall semester, knowing that certain months were going to get a lot busier and hectic than others. So I think November's video I made in the summer. But then also any video that has been made past like from January on, all of these were recorded and edited in the summer. I'm also currently working on my best of 2026 video because for December I didn't know if I should do a best of or do a different video for December, and I decided to do a best of video, and that took me so fucking long to do. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to work on this video throughout the year as I post videos, so it's easier and I'm not feeling rushed to make a video in December during Christmas time and finals. So I think that's gonna be my plan for the future. I wonder how long I'm gonna end up continuing to make YouTube videos. Because I started making YouTube videos in high school, and I have yet to stop. I've gone on like hiatuses on YouTube and Twitch for some periods of time, but I always end up coming back. I'm a little worried of when I'm gonna stop making YouTube videos because I don't want to stop. And I'm scared that one day I'm going to just be like, I'm bored. I'm gonna stop doing this. And I really am not looking forward to that. So hopefully that does not happen. What do you, huh? Why is my camera like, why are parts of the camera out of frame? That was weird. For some reason, like, half of my camera, it was like, it wasn't lined up properly, that like a lot of the camera was being cut off. That's weird. Okay. Alright then. Also, chat. I'm trying to figure out what I should dye my hair next. I'm not planning on dyeing my hair anytime soon, considering that this has yet to fade, and I am really enjoying the purple. But I do like planning out what I'm going to dye my hair before it starts fading. Because if I don't plan out what I'm gonna dye my hair next after it like starts to fade, it's a while before my hair gets dyed. So, I'm debating on whether doing like black hair again and then doing like a streak of a light color. Because I would very much still like to go like a dark green, but I'm thinking potentially do black hair and then a streak of like a bright neon green and hope and pray that it actually works. Because I'm a redhead. My hair is naturally red. I am a ginger. My hairdresser constantly tells me that I am physically unable to dye my hair green. So, I'm a little worried of how that would look, but also, if it looks bad, the rest of my hair is black. I can just throw black dye over top of that if I really don't like how it looks, or if it looks that fucking bad, or like nothing even happens and the color just doesn't take. So, also anytime I go to my hairdresser, when I would constantly dye my hair blonde, there was like a certain formula that my hairdresser had to use because of my hair color. Because anytime that we would bleach my hair and like make it blonde, it would turn out yellow because of the red. So there's like a certain thing that she has to do to make it so it's like actually blonde and not yellow. So I've done yellow hair, I've done blonde hair, I've done black hair, I've done purple, blue, pink. My hair's naturally red. I've done darker red. Growing up, my hair was straight up just orange. Everyone in my class in second grade would tell me, "No, your hair is orange. You are not a strawberry blonde. You're orange." So I've done every single color of the rainbow except for green, and I am including pink and black and that and blonde. Um, my hair has faded into gray before because I've dyed my hair blue and it always ends up fading into either like a weird ass green that looks like shit or a gray. And that is why my hair's purple, because the blue started fading into a gray. And I did not want to go to a Water Parks concert with faded blue to gray hair. No, thank you. That is why I dyed it. And you guys should know this because you were there. But I don't know what color to dye my hair next. Um, I also feel like once you dye your hair a majority of like once you dye your hair every color, it's hard to decide what color you want to do again. Cause like I've done blue at least twice. I've done purple twice. Um, I've done black, I think twice too. I've done blonde. I've done that quite a few times. I've done blonde with streaks. I did a black with a purple streak. Um, I do pink every October. I dye my hair pink. So, I don't really want to dye my hair pink when I'm gonna do it in October anyways. Um, my hair is naturally red, so I don't really want to dye my hair red. Unless I do like a bright red. I don't think I've actually ever dyed my hair like a bright fire red normally. Because my natural hair is red. Um, I've also done brown. I've tried dyeing my hair before. One time I tried dyeing my hair and it just turned out brown. Also growing up, my hair for some reason just turned brown one year. So during winter, my hair typically looks brown. During the summer, that's when you see all the red. So, um, I actually could probably dye my hair brown. I don't think I've ever actually done brown brown. I wonder what it would look like with brown hair. Maybe I'll dye my hair brown next. I feel like that's not like me aesthetic though. So there's probably gonna be some color in there. It's like dyeing your hair black, it's like, oh yeah, like that, yeah, it fits the aesthetic of all my clothes. Brown, that's just a natural hair color. Yeah, blonde is also natural hair color, but I put streaks in my hair whenever I do blonde. Or my hair is blonde because I'm prepping to dye it a bright color. So I could either go brown, like a bright red, because I've never done bright, I've only gone darker than my actual hair. Or I can attempt to do green and do like the black and then a bright green streak and hope and pray. Because also, if I for a second I thought like, oh, if it doesn't look good, then I'll just make that streak like a bright red. No, that would not work. That dye would not take after putting green dye in my hair. Even if the green dye doesn't take, the red dye will not take. I mean, I have time. I have a lot of time before this ends up fading because this has actually been looking pretty nice. It's 6:18 p.m. Yeah. Should probably do some of my homework. Get started on the project that just posted. This is Sunday though. I also need to study. Oh, I need to fucking study. Okay, well, chat. I'm gonna go. We're gonna raid somebody this time actually. Cause okay, let's see who is streaming. No one is streaming. That is so great. Okay. Thanks, guys. Well, chat, I will see you guys on Thursday. Okay, my meeting's not until 8:30 at night. Yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday. So for me to make dinner. I might bake something just so I can use up my flour, because I still have a lot of flour and sugar and a bunch of shit, and I want to use all of it up before I leave here. So we might make something. Anyways, chat, I will see you guys on Thursday. So chat, have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you guys are. Bye, chat. Bye, guys.